You have just been permitted to take upon yourselves the name of one of the world's most heroic knightly figures. Now you can say, I am Eddie Mulay. To be deemed worthy of the privilege of entering into the comradeship of this great arm of youth, both here and abroad, who have just permitted themselves the ideals of Jacques de Molay, demonstrates our confidence that the fineness of your purposes will guide you to the development of thy step manhood. To be accepted as de Molay is, therefore an honor, of any which young man will be justly proud. In being received into our ranks, you have instructed us to the 7 cardinal virtues of this great order. We hope that you are deeply impressed with the lessons they teach. There is no better foundation on which to build your character and your future life than to honor these virtues. The Order of de Molay teaches many beautiful lessons, but none is more important than to honor true respect for womanhood and especially for motherhood. It is fitting, therefore, you have been called upon to stand again before this altar in a few moments of special emphasis upon the virtue which has been given to us first place among the jewels adorning the crown of youth, filial love. For my purpose now, this altar is dedicated for a mother whose love never fails. You may rise to great influence, political or a professional life, but you can never reach the heights of your mother's secret hopes for you. You may sink into the love's depths of infamy and degradation, but never below the reach of her love. The memory of it will always stir your heart. There is no man so entirely based, so completely vile, and so utterly low that does not hold his heart a shrine sacred apart from the memory of his mother's love. Were I to draw you a picture of love divine, it would not be of a stately angel with a form that is full of grace, but a tired and tall-worn mother, the grave and tender face. It was your mother who loved you before you were born, who carried you for long months close to her heart, and in the fullness of time took God's hand in hers and passed through the valley of shadows to give you life. It was she who cared for you during those helpless years of infancy. It was she who cared for you during those scarcely less dependent years of childhood. You may have accepted these attentions more or less as matters without any conscious gratitude or any appreciation of her. The ties of a motherly love can never be broken. Thinking back upon the years of life when you have finally reached the threshold of manhood, your mother might say the words of the poem, "My body fed your body, son, but birth is a swift thing, compared to 1 and 20 years of feeding with spirit's tears. I could not make your mind and soul, but my glad hands has kept you whole. Your groping hands has bound me to life with rootless bands. All my livings became a prayer, while all my days built you up a stair for a young feet that trod behind. For you an aspiring way should find. Think you life can give you pain, which does not stab me again. Think you life can give you shame, which does not make my pride go lame. And you can do no evil thing, which years not made poison stain. For all I have done in life, remember me in life, O son. For the dark night when you were born. The flowers you see in our altar are the symbol of that motherly love. The white, the love of mother was gone. The red, the mother still lives to bless your life. For in the deep recess in her heart, where all is hushed and still, she keeps a shrine. This she kneels in prayer, while long shafts of light upon her shine. Her heart is flower fragrant as she prays. A quiver like a candle flame, each bird takes wing to bless the world she works among, and to leave radiance to the candles there. We want each of you to take a flower from this altar. If your mother has passed to the other shore, we'll choose a white flower. It may decide to always quicken every tender memory of her, to strengthen you in your efforts to be worthy of your mother's love. The red. When you go home tonight, tell her it is your God's best gift to a man. When you go home tonight, take her in your arms and say, Mother, I've learned a great lesson tonight. The ceremonies have helped me realize how much you really mean to me. I'm going to try to show you daily how much I appreciate the sacrifices you have given me. Someday you'll find the flower, I know not where, perhaps in your Bible or prayer book. A silent witness to what this night has meant for the one whose love for you, his son, is beyond any comprehension of any son. My brothers, each of you will please take a flower from this altar. Dimulay can ask no more of you than that you shall endeavor to be worthy of your mother's love.